Hello everybody, TGL here, and welcome back to another Brawlhalla guide, and today we're going to be doing Sword, so let's just get straight into it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to go over is approach options on Sword, because approach options are very important to know for any weapon. If you can't approach somebody, you can't do hits, you can't do damage, you can't win the game. So, the first thing we're going to go over is your nice little side light. It is a very good move to start out and to open up with. It is very, very good. I like to dash into it, because if I were to hit a side light right here, it's not going to reach. But if I do a dash into the side light, it'll reach from like halfway across the stage, and that's very, very good. I like to dash into most of my approach options, like that D-light there, because you kind of just get more momentum. Like, you can't approach with the D-light from like this far away, but if you dash into the D-light, you can hit it. So basically, if you're far away from someone, hit the dash into the move, and you can get that nice little reach. And if they're just close up to you, you can just hit it up close, and you're fine. Like with the end light's not an approach option. Not really, but if you dash into the end light, it's a pretty good approach option because it has like a big hitbox and it's kind of just active for a long time. So if you dash into it, you get the movement and you get the hit. So that's pretty good. You can also throw out a side air. I like that one as well. Those are really the main approach options. If you're still having trouble with that, really, if they're just boxing you out really good, you can get on top of them, throw out a down air. Not as good as the other four that I showed you, but it's still all right. But that's pretty much it for the approach options. Pretty simple, pretty easy. I will show you the combos out of those approach options, especially like D-Light. D-Light has so many combos. But yeah, that's pretty much it for approach options. Okay, the next thing we're going to go over is your combos, your basic combos and strings. Basically, we're going to start off with the D-Light, because D-Light is so good on Sword. You can hit almost all of your aerials. No, you can't hit all of your aerials out of D-Light. You can literally hit any of your light aerials out of this move. You can hit almost all of your just moves in general, except ground pound is really the only one that is not there anymore. You can only hit it with like a 3 to 4 dodge window, which is still pretty good, to be fair. But you can hit your recovery out of it, you can hit your side air out of it, you can hit your down air out of it, you can hit your nair out of it. And I'll show you how to do all those. D-Light Dare, you kind of just hold forward a little bit and then hit the down air. Pretty simple. D-Light Stare, same thing, but obviously you do side air, so you don't stop moving forward. You just kind of press it like that. You have to jump in between the D-Light and the side air, D-Light and the dare, obviously. D-Light Nair, you don't have to jump in between that one, but you do still have to do the little hold forward thing. And it's pretty good. Very solid combos, all of them. D-Light Nair is probably the weakest because it hits less reliably, and it doesn't really lead into as much, but it can be a nice little mix-up if you want to throw that in there. D-Light Recovery, basically the same as the D-Light Nair. You don't have to jump, you don't have to chase dodge, you don't have to do any of that. I know a lot of people tend to over chase dodge with that combo, because that's what you do with the blasters as well. But when you're doing D-Light Recovery on Sword, none of that. You don't need any of that. So it's pretty good, pretty simple. The D-Light Recovery will be your main kill option, so that's good to know. For the strings, though, you can do side light into most of your moves. You can do side light into D-Light. You can do side light into end light. You can do side light into basically whatever. Why not? Sword is very good at comboing and stringing and killing, honestly. It's a very good weapon. Just all around, it's a very solid weapon. But for the basics, that's basically all you really need to know. It's just those nice little D-Light combos. You can throw in some strings there. You can do stuff like that. And yeah, it's pretty simple, pretty easy. That's just how Sword combos. Alright, next thing we're going to go over is your kill options, because, you know, you kind of want to know how to kill with the weapons you're playing. I'm going to keep this short and simple, just because, you know, I kind of went over it a little bit in that combo section. First off, we have the obvious D-Light Recovery. That'll kill probably the earliest out of all your moves, but you still have all of your aerials you can use. Most of your aerials will kill. Down air off stage obviously will. Side air. Recovery, obviously, just stuff like that. Sword's kind of a weapon where you can just do whatever with it. You won't be struggling to kill, you won't be struggling to combo, you won't be struggling really to do anything, just because it's meant to be that weapon that's just consistent and safe. You can do like a D-Light Dare into a recovery, which is more advanced and not really necessary, because you could just do the D-Light Recovery straight out. But if you do want to do something, I guess, a little cool and a little flashy, that D-Light Dare, chase dodge into a recovery, you can do that. It's not true or anything like that, but it's kind of cool looking. But yeah, that's pretty much all the kill options. Like I said, short and simple, because there's not much to do. And I kind of covered it earlier, so that's pretty much it. Alright, the last thing we're going to go over in this video is your offstage and ledge trapping with Sword. Sword's very good at ledge trapping, and it's kind of just generic at edge guarding. So one thing that Sword is very good at is having those long-lasting hitboxes that have decent range and are hard to kind of punish. So ledge trapping is very easy. You can throw out your end lights, you can throw out your D lights just on ledge here, and they have such long lasting hitboxes, and they're so fast, it's going to be hard for people to recover from that. So I like to do those side airs and then into the end lights, kind of backdash, kind of move around them, stuff like that. Pretty solid, pretty good. But if you do want to go off stage, down air is going to be your best friend. Down air is really good. You can work stuff into that. Like you can hit a D-Light down air like that, and then just kind of reset and just start hitting strings like that. It's pretty simple. Like I said before, sword's a very generic weapon that kind of just does everything well. So you can just kind of throw out down airs on ledge, you can throw out side airs, you can just kind of knock them around and use those hitboxes to your advantage. I think ledge trapping is what it's better at, but if you do want to go off stage, you can just do stuff like this. Like you can do your D-Light into down air into side air, you can catch on D-Light off ledge, and then you hit a off stage combo with that. It's ridiculous. Sword's very good at just controlling on the ledge and keeping that stage control. And that's something you're going to want on a weapon. So that's probably why Sword is one of the better weapons, just because you can't really get rid of just the ledge trapping ability it has, because it has just those big hitboxes that come out so fast, and it's just very good at doing that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video though. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry if this guide was a little shorter than normal. It's because Sword's, like I said before, very basic. It's a very simple weapon. So there's not too much advanced things I could go over with it. But hopefully you still enjoyed. If you have any questions or need help with anything I showed in the video, comment down below, all that good stuff. Subscribe, please. I'd like it. I make gameplay videos that are like kind of funny moments, kind of just like hype gameplay stuff. So definitely check those out. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Peace out.